The beginnings of Stoicism can be found in the doctrines of Epictetus. Epictetus holds that the universe works according to reasonable laws, and human beings need to use reason to understand those laws. This is contrary to the idea that the universe runs by chance. Epictetus claims that it is obvious that the universe does not run by chance. If you look at a family or if you look at a house and you notice the order and the beauty, we obviously conclude that a human being has used reason to order those things. So if we look at the universe and we see the natural things in the universe, such as the solar system or a tree or even human beings, they also have order. There are parts that are working together in some sort of beautiful harmony. So Epictetus concludes that, of course, these natural things, this universe, is under some sort of divine reason. Some divine administrator has set this up and is in control of things. And it is our duty to conform our thinking to this overarching intelligence. It is the duty of human beings as part of the universe to recognize our place in the universe and to conform to the laws that are already in place. Human beings have a duty to use reason to conform to the natural laws that are in the universe. Human beings are in communion with other human beings. We are on the same level. A human being in one place can relate to a human being in another place. They have a commonality. What is that commonality? They have reason. Each human being is capable of finding out the laws that are in nature, in particular, the moral laws that are in nature. This idea of these laws in nature, these natural laws that human beings can find out by using their reason, will later on become one of the principles of the natural law that will be explained by St. Augustine and St. Thomas Aquinas. So Epictetus is giving a cosmopolitan ethics. He is giving a cosmopolitan explanation of human beings. Human beings are not just secluded in their own tribe. They can relate to human beings they've never seen before. They can relate to human beings that have a different language and look different because they all are bound by the natural moral laws that are in nature. And all human beings are capable of discovering these natural laws, the natural physical laws and the natural moral laws. This is why they're cosmopolitan. Human beings, because they have reason, they are capable of interacting with the cosmos. That's what it means to be cosmopolitan. You are part of a universal city. Epictetus points out some moral guidance in order to live a happy life. By using human reason, an individual can avoid frustration and follow those things that are only under that individual's control, and avoid worrying about those things that are not under that individual's control. Now, what is in the individual's control? Their attitude, their approach to things, how they use their will, their willpower, how an individual performs their duties. So those are the things that we ought to concern ourselves with. What are the things that are not under our control? Wealth is not under our control. Fame is not under our control, and other things of the world. Yes, some people use their willpower to get wealthy, but even getting wealthy, it's largely due to luck. For an individual to start out from nothing and then achieve riches and fame, there is a lot of luck involved there. It would be hard for an individual to achieve riches and fame if they got an illness that debilitated that person and they couldn't work. This is why Epictetus says the things of the world are largely out of our control. And we will frustrate ourselves if we focus on those things. So what should we focus on? We should focus on how we react to things. We should focus on our attitude about things, our willpower, our self-control, and let the events of the world happen as they happen. We can't control those things anyways. So if we have some bad fortune, it's not going to affect us that much because we're not worrying about those things. That's not what we desire. What we ought to desire is to be indifferent to the things of the world. Why? Because they are not really under our control. And by trying to control these things of the world, we are going to be unhappy because you cannot control the things of the world. If your mind is on achieving a certain end of the world, like being some sort of champion, let's say that you want to be the best swimmer in the world, well, that may be out of your control. You may not have the body to be the best swimmer in the world. You can think of it as much as you want to think about it. There takes a certain physical makeup and gift to be the best or the fastest swimmer in the world. And very few people have those gifts of the body. So if somebody were to have that as their goal, and they thought about it and they desired that constantly, this is going to lead to frustration and it's going to lead to unhappiness. Because that goal, that worldly goal, it's out of your control. But what is in your control is your reaction and your attitude to somebody who frustrates you. You are in control of your attitude towards that person. By working on your willpower and controlling your emotions, you can choose to have a good attitude towards things and events that you encounter every day. This is the way to happiness. Self-discipline over the body and the mind.